Hey guys, and welcome back to Mary J's Natural Health. So since I have been on this series of, natural hair regrowth treatments and things that you can do to combat hair loss, one of the things that I experienced throughout my course of hair loss is that after getting COVID-19, my hair loss got much worse. Now, it typically happened, not typically, it happened 3 months after I got COVID, and it started just falling out everywhere. Now, there is a difference between different types of hair loss, and I also do struggle with alopecia as well, and unfortunately I'm trying to figure out the root cause of my alopecia so I can kind of reverse it while doing all of these things to help the head topically, as well as internally, just for natural health reasons and boosting hair production within the body, as well as minimizing the hair shedding from outside the body. So you've got to attack it from all different realms, but the COVID-19 hair loss is very specific, and it's a different type of hair loss than alopecias. The type of hair loss experienced after COVID, the one that I did at least, and I think the one that most people experience after COVID, is telogen effluent. And what this means is that it is stress-induced hair loss, and it typically happens about 3 to 6 months after the stressful event occurs. Now, you might have been like, well, I got COVID, but I wasn't stressed, I was just chilling at home. The stress that COVID puts on your body it's a viral load, so anytime you get a viral infection, this is a possibility of what can happen. Now, there are certain factors that come into play that doctors do not know about and will not tell you about when it comes to, number one, the severity of your COVID-19 experience and the severity of the hair loss from your COVID-19 experience, which is why I am here to talk to you guys today, because there are some things that you can do naturally that not only boost your overall natural health, but also combat hair loss internally, in addition to combating COVID-19 hair loss. So since COVID-19 has started, telogen effluent is up about 400%, which is absurd. So it's definitely having a stressful impact on the body. Now, several things come into play when talking about the severity pretty much of any sickness. And now doctors really disguise this one, and I've found great success in working with it and trying to combat it and fix it, because I discovered it on a whole nother topic when working with my chronic idiopathic urticaria. But so what typically happens when you get telogen effluent, in addition to the stress that the body is experimenting or showing, is that you become maldeficient in a couple of nutrients, and that would be iron, vitamin Bs, folate, and other vitamins kind of correlated with that, biotin levels, etc. Now, this is all going to tie in bigger picture, so I'm going to put it together with you guys and show you guys what is going on and why it's going on and how do we reverse it, as well as if you guys are experiencing other types of hair loss. I am doing a whole hair loss series going everywhere from hair oils to microneedling to PRP to the laser caps, so I'm kind of covering all my bases, to even herbal teas that I make at home now, so, and supplements. So one thing that I've found recently, and like I said, I was discovering it for my chronic idiopathic urticaria, but it absolutely applies here, as well as for people that are just losing their hair in general. People that experience COVID-19 symptoms that are a little bit more exacerbated typically have low stomach acid. And having low stomach acid is one of the problems with hair loss. So if you have low stomach acid and you don't even have COVID-19, you will still experience hair loss. And low stomach acid is extremely common amongst everyone, because usually when you get heartburn, that's a sign of low stomach acid rather than high stomach acid. And in order to combat heartburn, most doctors will literally pop you an antacid like candy. I've been on antacids now for an autoimmune disorder for the last 15 years. And my autoimmune disorder has never been worse. And I'm realizing just why now. So I've kind of experienced everything, and I've gone through the whole book of everything that could be related to hives, and this one recently popped right up on my lap, but it also was perfect because I was also looking for hair loss solutions as well. So if you're taking antacids pretty regularly, guys, the chance of you having low stomach acid is extremely high. With low stomach acid or hydrochloric acid, our body needs that an appropriate level in order to fight off viruses, bacteria, absorb nutrients through the food, and keep intestinal permeability in check, not allow toxins into the bloodstream. It's extremely important for our overall function. It is also one of the main causes of vitamin deficiencies, nutrient deficiencies, and so on, because our body does not have the right amount of hydrochloric acid to absorb or to break down the pathogens and then move the food and the supplements forward in order for them to be processed by the intestines. So what I am noticing is that people with telogen effluent or COVID-19 or having bad experiences, either one, or even just hair loss in general, a major solution to this is fixing your stomach acid. Now, I've done another video, guys, on low stomach acid, and it tells you not only the treatments, but how to test for it. I just did a test this morning for low stomach acid, and mine must be so low based on my results. It's like absurd. And the other day, I stopped taking my antacids, and I'm not going to do that anymore because if heartburn, which I don't even have, is a symptom of low stomach acid, then why are we taking antacids for? It's only exacerbating the problem while sticking a Band-Aid on top. But let's get back to this. So there's two different really components when it comes to low stomach acid, and there's several reasons why you could be experiencing it. Now, I've also done a video series on this as well because it just this is literally all just tying in together without me even trying, and it's so crazy. So when I was researching for hives, I came across something called H. pylori bacterial overgrowth. Now, you will not find this anywhere unless you're searching for those exact words in combination with hives, and doctors have never tested me for it, and most of them, literally, when I ask to be tested, they say no. So now I go to an integrative health place who gives me a little bit more free reign on the things that I personally want to do, as I'm spending way more time researching my problems than any of my doctors are. So there should be no reason why they're telling you no to testing certain things. So I came across H. pylori, which is a bacteria in the gut, and when it is at higher levels, it can cause a whole host of issues such as hair loss, etc., etc. Now, H. pylori is the arch nemesis of hydrochloric acid, meaning if you have H. pylori, then you most likely have low stomach acid, which means you most likely have hair loss or hair shedding or hair thinning or viral infections or just overall malnutrition because you're not getting the right vitamins. Now, when you have low hydrochloric acid, it not only makes all of those symptoms bad, but in addition to that, it makes any viral load that you take on 10 times worse. So in treating for COVID hair loss, you must attack the source. Check your stomach acidic levels. Now, in my last video, I posted 2 different ways of doing it. Now, there's several. I posted the gold standard, which is a little bit more time consuming, and you have to go through a doctor to do it, and it costs $350. The other one that I did was completely free at home, and it's only 2 ingredients. One is baking soda, and one is water, and timer on your phone. That's it. Now, I did the baking soda water one this morning, and it literally, you drink the water with the baking soda and you wait 5 minutes. If you burp in the 5 minutes, then your stomach acid is not low. But if it takes you longer than 5 minutes to burp, and it's not like little burps, you will get a big burp. If it takes longer than 5 minutes, the chances of you having low stomach acid are pretty high. Now, in addition to that, in that video, which I will link to somewhere in here, this low hydrochloric acid naturally makes you deficient in vitamin B, folate, and the other things that you need for good hair health, which is also further diminished by COVID-19. Now, you're like, well, maybe I'll just start taking those supplements to combat my COVID-19 hair loss. No, that's not how it works. If you have low stomach acid and you take supplements, you're not processing the supplements. You're wasting your money and you're wasting your time. I know, because I've been wasting my money and my time for the last 3 years trying to figure out my medical problems. Start with the H. pylori treatment. It is natural. It only takes 2 weeks. It is 3 different things, and it causes no side effects on the body. And trust me, I know about side effects because my body reacts to just about every single thing I put in it. So I did a whole series of from start to finish of how my progress went with the H. pylori. Then once you eradicate that, you know that's no longer causing the low stomach acid. Then you take these natural supplements to help rebuild your proper stomach acidity level. And then you start taking the vitamins like folate, etc., B vitamins, and so on to help boost those nutrient deficiencies that you might have been having. So it is a 3-prong kind of event. But while doing all of this, there are other things that you can do to combat hair loss, and I'm not going to talk to you about all of them right now in this video. I'm going to keep it plain and simple because I've already made videos on each of these, such as the best oils for your hair, and I'm not talking to keep it hydrated and stuff. I'm talking hair loss, hair regrowth oils. They will fight the problems going on in your scalp. They will clean your scalp and solidify it, and they will promote new hair growth. But teas, as well as that, I make my own herbal teas with things such as salt palmetto and nettle leaf and raspberry, which helps balance out the endocrine system, block androgen production, and DHT, which is produced by androgens, or things from microneedling your head to get more blood circulation, and PRP, which incorporates growth factors and uses all of the good stuff, the platelet-rich plasma, off of the top of your blood, which again comes from you. Don't know why it costs so much since it's only your vial of blood that they're using, but all of these things in combination together, and I also do the laser cap too. So all of these things in combination together, I have started seeing success with. My hair, little spiky hairs are coming in. Now I am still losing hair, and it typically happens in cycles. So I feel like I've gotten over the telogen effluent aspect of things. And when you go look up telogen effluent online, they're going to say to combat it, you literally just take these vitamins. Those vitamins truly will not work. Number one, if you have an H. pylori bacterial overgrowth, which most of us do, which is causing your low stomach acid. And number two, if you have low stomach acid, they're not going to work. So it's a three-prong event. Sorry, my eyeball is super itchy today. It's a three-prong event to restoring natural hair stuff. Everything that I posted in my videos, which lead up to this video, are home remedies for the most part, things that you can do with little money and things that are scientifically proven. Even though doctors do not tell you, you can find plenty of case studies about everything that I've shown on mice, on humans, on everything, that they are not only successful, but they are more successful than what the doctors are telling you to do, such as minoxidil, Rogaine, all of those, which have toxins in them and they're harmful for your health. So definitely watch my other videos. Start with the H. pylori treatment. I give you everything you need to know, how to do it, how long to do it, then moving on to the low stomach acidity, and then bumping up those vitamins to get the most out of your experience. Low stomach acid, which I have never even heard of as a thing, it has to be the cause of so many problems, issues, and they just keep giving out antacids and recommending them. But guys, it's a $7 billion industry every year. Follow the money if you want to know why they're being pushed. So thank you guys so much for watching my channel. I will keep posting more tips and stuff that you can do for COVID-19 hair loss or telogen effluent, whichever one you guys want to call it. I don't even know if I'm saying it properly, but I've determined that's how I'm saying it. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click the like, the subscribe, and comment below. I'm putting content out there to help people just like you and me get through these weird-ass times and fix some of the problems that they're struggling naturally and with appropriate tools and science and nature on your side. All right, guys, peace out. Hope you have a good one.